I want to talk about, your and Jeff Livingston is stabbing me through the screen right now as I say personal brand. But let's just go with that for a second, Jason. You went from being a guy who was even with the title of your book, No Bullshit Social Media, I mean, on the one side, you're saying, I'm just going to tell it like it is. On the other, you're saying, I am so irreverent. And I would say that I think you led with irreverent pretty heavily in the first few years of who you are. Talk a little bit about how that changed and what that means to doing business now.
Yeah, I think I really like, and I know you're aware that Erica Napolitano's got a new book out now, and it's The Power of Unpopular, I believe, is the name of the book, and she really hit that message home, and sort of, if I were to write a book about personal branding, it would probably be her book because it really nails that, and The Power of Unpopular really goes into that whole thing. And basically what I did very early on, and this was even back when I was with Doe Anderson and I was working with brands like Maker's Mark and Jim Beam, I realized that there are going to be people out there who don't like me because I work with a booze brand. And I was fine with that. I like the folks at Maker's Mark. They're genuinely good people. I love working with that company. I loved working with Doe Anderson. And if some teetotaler wanted to tell me I was going to hell because I liked bourbon, then fine. And so it sort of snowballed from there slowly over the years. And I realized, you know what, I like, I'll in the middle of a speech, I'll throw out an F-bomb from time to time, or I'll say something a little that might wrinkle the noses of some of the people in the audience. But that's just me. I mean, if you and I are sitting at a bar, I'm going to say those words anyway. So I like being honest and transparent about who I am. And if you like me, that's fantastic. You're in the tribe. We're going to be friends. This is going to work wonders. If you don't, that's okay. The world is not an end-sum game to me. I don't need every single person on the planet to like me. I don't need them all to buy my book. I don't need them all to think I'm cool. I don't need them all to follow me on Twitter. I just need a certain number of people. And there are a certain number of people out there who identify with my sense of humor, with my style, with being a little blunt and abrasive sometimes, with being, a big huggable teddy bear sometimes. And those are the people that I want to surround myself with. The rest of the folks, I don't dislike them. It's nothing personal. It's just go do something else and don't pay attention to me. That's fine.
Oh, I love that answer. Joe, I'm going to surrender the witness to you any minute now, but two things I want to say. One is, when I was at Jason's party, for the minute that I got to hug him and say hi, there was a line of people behind me with cameras waiting to pose for photos with him. And I know you're famous and all that. I had no idea how there'd be a line of people waiting to take a photo with you. That was mental.